Alright, in this video we're going to be finding a probability or a proportion under a normal curve. Now when we talk about a normal curve, we're talking about actually being given our mean value and also given our standard deviation value. From our example, you can see that we're given a mean of 1,387 and a standard deviation of 162. Now, one of the very important things about this question is it says the weights of broilers are approximately normally distributed. Now, that's important because that just means that we can use our normal curve. So to start off with, for A, it says what proportion of broilers weigh between 1,101 and 1,204. Now, if we look at this on a graph, we know that our mean is in the middle, and we're given a mean here of 1,387. And then we want to look at these two values right here. So 1,101 is less than that value, so we know it's over here somewhere. 101. And then 1,204 is also less than this value, so we're going to be over here somewhere. 1,204. Now we're trying to find a proportion, meaning we're finding an area underneath this curve between these two values. So this area right here. So from a previous video, we should know that when we're finding area or proportion or probability, we're going to be using our normal CDF. Now, normal CDF in this scenario is going to work similar to how you used it before. We want to go to second vars in our calculator and go down to normal CDF and press enter. Now our lower bound again is going to be the smallest number that we have in our graph, which is 1,101. The biggest number we have in our graph is at 1,204. And now we're actually given a mean and we're given a standard deviation. So we want to put those values into our normal CDF. So our mean was 1,387 and our standard deviation was 162. We'll press enter and make sure we go over here. I think I accidentally put a dot in front of this. I did. And we're going to press enter one more time. So our proportion of broilers weighing between 1,101 and 1,204 grams is 0.0905. Now in the B part, we're going to do the same thing. It's just asking what is the probability, and then we want to be more than 1,500 grams. So again, we're going to draw this out. Our mean is in the middle again of 1,387. And 1,500 is going to be greater than this value, so we're just going to draw it right here. Okay, and we want more than that, so we want to go this way. Alright, and then to put this in our calculator again, we can use our normal CDF. Normal CDF. Second vars down to number 2. Alright, now our lower number is going to be this 1,500. That's our smaller number. Now we're trying to find the area all the way over forever, so we're going to be using our 1E99 for this. our mean, which was 1387, and our standard deviation of 162. So to put that in here, we're going to do our lower is 1500, our upper is 1E99, and our mean and our standard deviation stay the same. We're going to paste and press enter. And we find that the probability that a randomly selected broiler weighing more than 1500 would be 0.2427. Now for C, notice that it's asking us about unusual. So remember from class that a probability that is unusual means that our probability that we find, if it is unusual, will be less than 0.05 or 5%. So we want to look at this probability. So drawing it out again, we want our mean in the middle. 1550 is going to be over here again. And we're doing more than that, so we're again going to use a similar setup here. The only thing that's going to change is this 1500. So we're going to go to second vars normal CDF, press enter. And the only thing we're going to change here is changing this lower number to 1550. We're still going to infinity. Our mean is still the same and our standard deviation is still the same. We're going to go down to paste, press enter. And so you can see that we get a probability of 0.1572, which is not less than 0.05, so it is not unusual.